Hey YouTube, another day of VEDA, making a video every day in April. I am taking a break from reorganizing my kids' room. Happens every now and then. Hence by the princess dresses and whatnot. And since I'm in here, it's more of a quiet space anyway, so I can talk to you guys for a minute. I have been responding to comments off of a comment I did on someone's video. And I thought it'd just be interesting to tell the story of what I was talking about in the comment here on my channel. So there was a video about Buc-ee's and how it can be a bit overwhelming. And I was talking about my one and currently only experience with a Buc-ee's, and it's not fair to have soured it for all Buc-ee's, so in the future I'll check it out. So my family moved to Florida, and on the way to Florida we made various stops and whatnot, and we spent the night in Alabama, close to the state line, fairly close to the state line, and we went to church that morning in Alabama. And at the church, I was told, oh, you gotta go to Buc-ee's. Go to Buc-ee's. It's like, well, we're gonna need gas anyways. And it was second or third person that had said something about, you gotta go to Buc-ee's on your road trip across the country. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So my husband and daughter and I, we get to the parking lot for Buc-ee's. It is overwhelming. It's quite impressive, the size and scale of this place. And when we moved to Florida, it was before children of a certain age, the youngest age bracket, had the opportunity to be fully vaccinated from COVID-19. My daughter had her first vaccination, but it's a multi-step one, and I believe it was a 3 initial series for young children as opposed to 2, like it was with adults and older children. So she had only had the 1, and we were still being careful. That's what we were doing. We masked when we went places because my daughter was not vaccinated fully and wanted to be protective. I didn't make comment to anyone else. I didn't get all angry, didn't see someone in a mask, nothing like that. At this point, we just wore them for ourselves, and that was it, and that's okay. And we walked into a very crowded store on a Sunday after church, the Buc-ee's shop. So like it was very crowded. So any kind of germs are probably flying all over the air because there are people that are traveling to these Buc-ee's from all over the country, but also like other countries. When people come to the US and they're doing road trips, it's just kind of this thing in a certain part of the country, so people want to go check it out. So I go in, they find the bathroom, use it with my kid. It was an excellently clean restroom. And we were planning to go look around it for a minute and kind of have some fun, maybe buy one of the little souvenirs, because we had heard about Buc-ee's a few times. And before we even walked in, I took a picture of my kid in front of the little mascot outside. But as we get out of the restroom, and I'm holding my preschool age child, there's this group of girls. They're early 20s would be my assumption. Adults. Girls isn't really fair. Women, adults who should know better. And they start pointing and laughing, and this one woman, is like pointing at my face and at my mask, and she gives me like these really dirty, smirky things, and she starts walking up to me as I'm holding my small child's hand. Again, small child. She is 4 at the time. And she comes up to me and just spats. Like, not a little spit, but like a huge spat all over my arm. And then laughs in my face. And starts to walk away. And so when I tell people the story, they're like, so you punched her in the face, right? So you dealt with her, so you called the cops, because that's assault. So you inform the Buc-ee staff, etc., etc., etc. And I didn't. It was our last day of the trip. My husband had to be in work on the Monday. It was Sunday. We were still in Alabama. I could not take the time to go talk to staff. I definitely couldn't wait for a cop to file a report for assault. Although it was assault, spitting all over someone, that is definition of assault. I just grabbed my kid. I saw that they happened to have a station with hand sanitizer. I did not want to backtrack to the restroom because the woman was that direction and I did not want to deal with her. And I walked over there, grabbed much hand sanitizer, lots and lots of hand sanitizer all over my arm, and then again on my hands and stuff, and just with my kid, because, and honestly, when you're with a small child, someone's willing to be a jerk to you for that, they can escalate very quickly. And I got to the car real quickly. My husband had just finished gassing up, and he was gonna check it out. After he'd done that, I'm like, we're just gonna go. And that's my experience with Buc-ee's. So whenever I see some about Buc-ee's, and there are a lot of people in this part of the country where I live now that like Buc-ee's, there's definitely one that is, it's too far away to just go to, but there's one that I've driven by signs for multiple times, going to Girl Scout stuff and things like that. That's not, in the grand scheme of things, I think like an hour away, far. So someday I shall reacquaint myself with Buc-ee's, but hopefully it will be a better experience. All right, that's today for Vlogger Video Every Day in April, and I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.